human water jelly mesenchymal stem cell, and we can see from the under the condition of normoxia and hypoxia, because it is very common that if we want to produce more exosome, then we have to make the cells stress, fasting, yeah, starving, and then under the hypoxia condition. But actually, between the normoxia and hypoxia, it's not too big difference, like 1.3 to 10 to the 8, to 2.1 to 10 to the 8, less than 2 times. And you can see the shape the same. It's similar between normoxia exosome or the hypoxic exosome. Next slide, please. So we use the L2 cell line, yeah, the lung cells. So we have the data from NTA and also the TEM with the clear spherical shape and also the lipid bilayer. And we can also see that within hours and not within minutes, within hours. It labeled, the exosome labeled with PPH67, and we can see nicely under the confocal microscope that it can enter the cells. Outside the nucleus is in blue color, so we can see the exosome, it's already inside the lung cells here. And also we have other data, like in the level of mRNA and also in the level of interleukin with the ELISA. So it looks like that this exosome is quite promising as an anti-inflammatory agent. Next slide, please. So also the other research, this is a collaboration, I think, with SCI, Calbe, and we can also have from the UC cell line. This is also normoxia exosome and hypoxic exosome, and then we can make sure that this is after a few hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, this already entered the cells, and we also try to see the relative expression of one of the microRNA that play a role in the inflammation, and it looks like the between normal and hypoxic condition. The hypoxic condition exosome have the more powerful for anti-inflammatory agent. Next slide, please. And because my focus of the research is more to tissue engineering, so we use the exosome this time not under the hypoxia condition, but we challenge with the chemicals that also can produce the condition, the hypoxia condition. So here we use the mesenchymal stem cell, and then we treat with several treatments. And the next slide, please. We can see that the exosome also can induce the differentiation of the mesenchymal stem cell become chondrocyte. So here is the marker of the collagen 2. We can see in the green color. So the next slide, please. So this is our hypothetical diagram. Yeah, of course, comparing with the positive control, we can see on the top right side, it is the chondrogenesis medium, yeah, full of growth factors, which is very expensive. But if we use the exosome from the mesenchymal stem cell, then we can see also lots of the green color, which is it is a collagen 2. So it's also differentiated because chondroblast perhaps, yeah, but it's more late compared to the differentiation medium. Okay, so the next slide, please. So now my research, our group also focus on the plant-derived exosome because the exosome from the stem cell is very expensive to get. So we try to use our bioresources from Indonesia, and we use ginger and perhaps solanum or leca in West Java, and also papaya, cipukan, and other fruits. The next slide, please. So here our result. Yes, so it is even better compared to the positive control using the dexamethasone. Ginger is very good, and this is our local ginger, the red ginger and improved ginger. So improved ginger actually is more powerful. So it has a very powerful in the mRNA level and also in interleukin 13 level. It reduces the pro-inflammatory genes and pro-inflammatory protein like interleukin 6 and interleukin 1 beta. So it's very good. So the next one, and this one also, lencha, perhaps you know all, this is our food. Yeah. So it also show very good anti-inflammation. I think it's better than dexamethasone in mRNA level or in interleukin or in protein level. Okay, next slide, please. This is Chiplucat. Yeah. Chiplucat also can modulate the macrophage M1 and M2. So this also shows that the exosome from plant also have a very potential for anti-inflammation. And we use the role cells. Next slide, please. So we are talking about the secretome. And next slide, please. So the next slide, please. We try to combine between secretome and exosome. We use the exosome from plant-derived, give to the row cells, to the macrophage, and we use the condition media, the secretome, to treat the cancer cells. Use HeLa in this research. So it also can reduce the metastasis gene, like bugs and pimentin. So it has a potential result too. We use the ginger, yeah, the umbrid ginger. Okay. So next slide. This is the result. And next slide, please. We already discussed about this. Yeah. So this is the last one. So we use the nanostring methods. We want to know the microRNA. The microRNA in the exosome from mesenchymal stem cell. And we have this mapping, the heat map. Yeah. It's very challenging because we prime the cells with curcumin and quinine first. And then we want to know whether the microRNA will be more microRNA for anti-inflammation. So the result shows quite good. And of course, if we compare between exosome from mesenchymal stem cell and exosome from plant-derived, it is much better from stem cell. Yeah? You can see in the graph. But I think it is very economical, very cheap. Yeah? So with the similar approach, perhaps we can elevate the concentration of the plant-derived EV. Next slide will be the last one. This is the conclusion. So I think that's all we can share from ITB using the stem cell and also exosome derived from stem cell and also exosome derived from plants, Indonesian plants. I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.